Hey guys, my name is Bhavesh. So, this is my first YouTube video on how you can start your own marketing agency from anywhere in the world, right? So, before even I start, like how you can start the marketing agency, I would just like to let you know who I am and like how can you guys actually believe me in like starting your own marketing agency, right? So if you're watching this video, either you are thinking to start a marketing agency or you have heard about it from somewhere, right? Because it's becoming very popular these days to starting your own marketing agency, right? So like you guys only, I started my marketing agency last year. And initially, like I was also like roaming here and there, like watching videos on YouTube, like how to start your own marketing agency. And finally, after watching some videos, I decided to take some action. And initially I got my first client just via cold calling. So I cold called businesses in United States and got my first client, which was a roofing company, for $850. And I still remember that day, like money coming into my like PayPal account. So yeah guys, and the second thing, because as this online community believes in proof, so I'm going to show you my live Stripe dashboard, which you can take a look at. So with my agency, in just a year we have like literally hit 70,000, more than $70,000, just by sitting here in like India. I'm just running this agency from India, and I'm just we have recently hit $70,000 with my agency. And if I talk about my agency, we work with solar companies. That's our main niche as of now, you can say. And just to scale my agency out, I will be soon diversifying my niche as well as like targeting different audiences, right? Now, before I waste any more of your time, I will be showing you the proof, and then we will just diving into straight like how you can also start your own marketing agency, right? So I've already opened my Stripe dashboard. So here's the Stripe dashboard you can take a look at. So everything is live here, right? So this is like from 1st Jan of 2021 till this date, and we have did like 53 lakhs. So this is in like Indian currency. So $70,000 is close to on that only. So this is like more than $70,000. So in just like you can say 8 months to between a year, we did this much of revenue for our agency, right? We have got close to around 65 new customers, which you can say in terms of clients. So yeah guys, I'm very much excited to share like what I have like experience in how I started my agencies from scratch without having any experience, how I started my agency, and how you can also start your own marketing agency within just you can say 30 days, right? I will be going straight to the point. What you have to do, what type of action do you have to take, and how soon you can start earning from your marketing agency, right? And I'm just here to give you real expectations, right? I'm not going to say like, yeah, you will start earning like in the first 30 days or like first 2 or 3 months. I'm just here to give you the right and the real expectations to start and scale your marketing agency, because that's what I did. And I know like there are many people who are like give fake expectations, like so that like they purchase so that you guys like purchase their course or something like that. But I'm just here to provide you the real value and real expectations, right? So again, my name is Bhavish. I will be just straight diving into the, like what I have to show you guys. So I've created this marketing doc for you. So this is like, yeah, how to start your marketing agency in less than 30 days from anywhere in the world. So I'm right now sitting here in India, and I'm recording this Loom video for you guys. So you can be anywhere in the world. The only two things required is internet connection as well as like a desktop or like laptop whatsoever, right? So like you don't have to like create a website, right? So let's start with this thing. So my first point would be like you don't have to create a website, right, for your agency, right? So just to give you a quick example, so this is my company name, which is growthmagnetstudio.com. So this is the website of my agency. And to be honest, like after 1 year of starting my agency, I created my website. So My website designer created this website like I guess last week only, and he has finished with everything, right? Last week only. So you can think like I have literally gained so many testimonials, references, and after 1 year of working with clients without any website, right? I was working without any website. If they ask me about the website, I gave them the testimonials, right? I gave them the references. I gave them the like, yeah, talk to him. He's my past client. You can talk to him about my services, right? So you don't have to make a website. You don't have to waste your time building a website. You can start a agency without a website. That would be my first point, right? So now let's get to the straight to the like important points here. So before even you chase your first client, you have to chase an A class media buyer, right? And when I'm using this term media buyer, don't let's say treat him like a media buyer, like he's just an employee to you. Treat him like a member, because you never know, like he can be a future potential team member of your agency, right? And just from my experience, real quick, when I first hired this media buyer from Upwork, I never knew like he can be a potential partner for my agency, and now we are both working for my agency, right? So he also has some part of that for like in my agency. So like he's the partner of my agency, right? So that's what I'm trying to say here is like, don't treat a media buyer like an media buyer. Just treat him like a real uh, team member of your agency who is going to like succeed with you, right? So get a class media buyer who has great skills in like order to generate great results for your client, right? So before you even hire a media buyer, just look after for good results, some case studies, and his skills, and how transparent he is, how honest he is, right? So because transparency and honesty comes before then results, right? Because also like I forgot to tell you, when I started my agency, I got scammed for around 30,000 rupees, which is close to around uh $500, $400 to $500. And that media buyer came. He took my $500 to white label for my client. He just ran off, he blocked me. So I got scammed for like $500, right? So this is just an experience, and you should take bad as well as good experiences. So I also took some experiences, and I'm just telling that. So be very much like you can say attentive while hiring a media buyer, right? Just make sure like he is legit. uh like get on a Zoom call, see his results and everything, right? Now you have a media buyer, you have decided your niche, right? So initially, when I started my agency, my first niche was roofing, and in that niche I got my first client, right? So how you can actually get a client, right? This is very important statement here, like how you can get a client, right? If you get a client, you will get revenue, and this is how you will start your agency, right? So when I'm just trying to give you my experience here, like what I have been through, like what I did if I were you at that time, right? So when I started out, literally I have no experience, like I said initially. So I just started out with the basic stuff, which was cold calling, right? Just the basic stuff, which was cold calling. So I've written down that script somewhere. If possible, I'll like attach the link to that doc or script in the descriptions. So the thing is like I started cold calling. I went to Google. I just searched for roofing companies in a particular state in United States, right? Because United States is very big. So I've targeted like few states such as you can say Texas, right? So I just go to like Google and I just search for like roofing companies in Texas. That's pretty much it. So when you search for roofing companies in Texas, let me just show you a real example here. So roofing companies in Texas, right? So when you will search here, so you will see many companies here, right? So you have to go here, like in this section of Google, like more businesses. And yes, this is the page I remember. Like I used to come on this page every single night, have my Skype phone ready to call these businesses, right? So what I used to do is just I look for these numbers, right? I just literally just dial these numbers and call, right? So I just called, and my I guess I don't remember what was my initial pitch. It was somewhat like, hey, I just found a roofing company on Google. I just had a quick few questions if you have got some time, right? Something like this, I don't remember. So I just used to call bunch of businesses every single night, and I have my register ready and my pen ready. I used to write like what I spoke to this business owner of this company. I just used to make some notes, and again on the next day I used to follow up with them, right? And finally, like, after cold calling for almost 3 to 5 months, I still remember in the sixth month, I got my first roofing client, and he was in Columbus, Ohio, and I signed him up for almost 3 month contract for $850 per month, right? So this is like how I got my first client. This is how I got started, and I got started because I took action, which is cold calling, right? And when I first started cold calling, the first day of cold calling, I was like all like sweaty, to be honest. Like, it was very, like, I was very nervous, like what is going to happen and what not. I have many things going on in my head, like what is going to happen, what will people say. And after like the 1 week, I got to know like what I can expect by cold calling people and what not to expect, right? So what you can expect from cold calling is like, yeah, there are local businesses who will hang up on you, who will abuse you, right? I never like expected like people on the other side of the phone can abuse you, right? So you can expect like hang-ups, people on the other side of the phone abusing you. So be ready for these things. This is just normal stuff. But on the other side of the phone, there are also many businesses who are actually looking for services which you have to offer. So at that time, I was just offering Facebook ads, and literally they needed my services, and that's why I got in touch with them. uh, we talked back and forth, and finally we got on a Zoom call, and there I closed him for $850, right? So that was my first time. This was my first experience cold calling businesses in USA. So guys, let's there again, there are like many other like ways in which through which you can like get your first client. So mine was cold calling. Now the second is cold emailing, right? So these days, cold emailing at this particular so guys, apart from cold calling, there are like other like ways in through which you can get your first client. Mine was cold calling, so let's talk about other steps. So cold emailing, right? So when I was starting out, literally like I was targeting many niche, right? I was targeting roofing companies. I was targeting plumbers. I was targeting e-commerce companies, right? So for to target e-commerce companies, what I was doing, I was just cold emailing them. I was making looms. I was sending them personalized emails. But guess what? I never figured that stuff out. I never got a reply back from them. Even if I got a reply, it was no, I'm not interested. Thank you. Remove me from your list, right? So cold emailing never worked for me to get more appointments or clients for my agency, right? But if I talk about cold emailing now, so I'm getting like, you can say, bunch of new appointments just by cold emailing right now for my business, for my agency, right? Let's talk about outbound outreach. So outbound is you are reaching out to the client, not client is reaching out to you, right? So there are plenty more outbound outreach techniques. So you can message your prospects on LinkedIn as well as Facebook. So guys, I'm saying this again, don't pass on LinkedIn, right? LinkedIn is very big platform, and there are many potential prospects hanging in there. So you have to do your outreach on LinkedIn as well as Facebook, right? Then we have the inbound as well as organic outreach. So inbound and organic is pretty much the same. You're doing nothing, clients are coming to you, which is known as inbound marketing. And to be honest guys, till this very date, uh initially when I started, started getting like results for my clients, I just used to post normal stuff on Facebook. But now, like, I post on a consistent basis every single week in order to build an organic audience and nurture them through my content, my results, testimonials, and everything. And I won't lie here, like I get like 3 to, you can say, 6 inbound appointments every single week just by my Facebook profile. So just for your live example, let me just show you like my live Facebook profile here. So this is my Facebook profile, right? I'm just like being legit here in my niche, just trying to show like, yeah, I know like what I'm doing, and I'm actually helping solar companies, solar people in US, right? So this is my Facebook profile. If you want, you can come to my Facebook profile, have a look at it, like what I do, how I post content and everything, and how I get engagement from my niche, from my targeted audience, right? So this is my Facebook profile. You can take a look at it just for an example, but I'm sure like you won't copy me, right? So yeah, so this was another way to get clients in the long run, right? If you set up a Facebook profile today and hoping to get a first client, let's say next week, so I think you should stop running or like even start your own marketing agency. So I started getting these inbound appointments uh, after like 7 or 8 months of posting consistently on Facebook. So have this in your mind. Have a good expectation, long expectation, in order to get inbound appointments from Facebook, right? So another popular way of getting your initial client is free trials, right? So free trials is like literally you are just offering everything for free. But what you can do is like like these days there's something new which is known as free paid trials, right? So I know that's very confusing, but what you are doing here, let's suppose you charge normally $1,000 for your service, but let's say your prospect says I want a free trial. So what you can say to him, like, yeah, I can offer you a free 14-day paid trial. So instead of you charging him $1,000 for your service, you can just charge him around $300 to $500 for those 14 days of service. So you can also give him a trial as well as it is paid, right? Or either you can just offer your services for free just to get some testimonials, results, and then start pitching him. Like you can convert him later on if he like your service, or you actually bring him some results, right? And the last and the best, you can say, outreach as Twitter outreach. So recently I've created my own Twitter handle, and it was like the day before yesterday. So Twitter, like I recently realized the potential of being on Twitter. So I've just created my normal profile on Twitter. Like actually I will be helping agency owners here, not targeting my actual audience for my agency, right? So you can say in just 2 or 3 days I got 9 followers. So like it's pretty much good platform. You can come to this platform, create an account, and hopefully start reaching out to your potential audience, right, guys? So now let's come to the important part here, is like how to onboard your client. When I was just starting out, I literally have no idea like how to actually onboard the client. What I used to do is just, yeah, I got my first client, I got him on a call, that's it. Like I just got the accesses to his ad account, business manager, that's it, like, right? And in the communication, let's say WhatsApp we are talking on, he used to send me like, yeah, I have to target these places, and uh, this is my offer and everything, right? But now, in order to show like your agency is very far more better than that of other agencies, you should be having an top notch onboarding process. And when I say top notch, what do I actually mean by them is, let's say you go hop on a call with your client, your potential prospect. So he said, yes, I'm interested, let's get this started. So your next step should be, you will be raising an invoice via Stripe, PayPal, or whatsoever works in your country. Once you raise the invoice, second thing you're going to do is send over an agreement to them, right? So in the next few videos, I'm going to drop the you can say a copy of my agreement if possible, and you can like copy that and use for your own agency, right? But as of now, raise them an invoice, send them an agreement over for their digital signature. For digital signature, I use a software known as Sign Request. So it's very good software, for very, it's very cheap also in comparison to other software. So I am just using that from the starting, right? So once you do two of these steps, uh, they should be like either paid you, they should have signed the contract. Now you are pretty much sure like, yeah, now John has paid, he's my client, I'm rest assured, right? The next steps would be you have to create a Google form, or let's say type form, with certain questions like the company name, email, address, what areas they want to target, what are their offers, all the basic stuff, etc. Right? Send the link of that form to him so that he should like fill the form out. Once he fill the form out, ask your media buyer to onboard him, right? Using all the stuff he has provided on that form. Then ask him to schedule an onboarding call, or you can say a strategy call. And on this call, what you are going to do is like, you will take your media buyer with you, and you will discuss a strategy on how to run ads, a plan for the next month, and you will take all the accesses of his business manager, ad accounts, Facebook page, whatsoever you are actually like trying to achieve, right? So I guess that's pretty much it in terms of like onboarding call, and how you have to actually onboard the client, right? Now it's pretty much simple process. Now let your media buyer handle the ads, manage the ads for a month, and after the 1 month you will see like how are the results, right? Like now, like you will see your hiring skills in the action. Like, have you hired the best possible media buyer out there or not, right? So after 1 month, depending on the results, your client will pay you again, right? So when I got my first client, it was already 3 month contract, so I had no, like you can say, worries like whether my client will pay me next month or not, because I knew, yeah, he's in contract with me for 3 months, he will be paying me. So if you are going to onboard a client for just 1 month contract, so then what you have to do is, um, as soon as the 1 month completes, you have to ask your client for a check-in call. Hey John, let's get on a check-in call just to see like how the ads are actually working out for you or not, right? So in this check-in call, what you have to do is you have to actually like show him like, yeah, how was the month, how many leads have been generated, or how many sales has been gone through, right, with the ads which we have published for you. And on the check-in call, once you discuss how the past month was, now you will make a plan for the next month. Hey John, so I think, yeah, this month was good, so let's make a best strategy depending on like how the last month was. And you will just say him, yeah, let's make a strategy for the next month. And John will, your client will also say, yes, let's do that. So with the flow, he will also say, let's do that, let's make a strategy for next month. And when you are about to conclude that check-in call, so hey John, I think that this was a great meeting, so let me just send you over the invoice for the next month, and hopefully you will take care of that, right? So that's it. In the flow, you just ask him to pay you for the next month also. But let me just tell you one thing here. When you take payments from Stripe, so once a client pay you via their credit card, debit card, whatsoever, so their card saves on the Stripe dashboard only, so you can charge him from there itself. So you just have to get a permission from your client that, yeah, he's working with you, so you can just charge him directly from a Stripe dashboard. That's it, guys. So it's pretty much straightforward process. Like in just a flow, you have just ask him to pay you again for the next month, right? And apart from that, guys, if you have did delivered good results for him in the first month, he will definitely pay you, right? So the last and the final words from my side is, guys, uh, you're just starting out, just focus on these three things: case studies, testimonials, references. That's pretty much it. Because you're just starting out, you don't have much experience. Because when you will reach out to clients, they will definitely going to ask you, yeah, for sure, I'm happy to work with you, but I need some references, like the clients you have worked with in the past, right? So they are going to ask you for that. So references, testimonials, case studies, right? All the basic stuff. So now let me just take you through like how my website looks like. In this website, literally, when I started out, my main focus was getting video testimonials from my clients who got success with my services. So this was my first testimonial, which I got from my roofing client. That he was like a roofing client also. He is like the second client, to be honest. He was also a roofer, to be honest. So these are the companies we have pretty much worked with till the state, and we're still working with them. So when you see these companies, let's suppose you are my prospect and you are seeing, yeah, these are pretty much big companies in the name of that niche. So like definitely it creates some credibility, some reputation. And when you get on a call with them, they know like, yeah, this agency, this guy's an authoritative figure in this industry, so he know what he is doing. And even if he is going to pitch me 3,000 or $4,000, I'm going to pay him that. So this plays a very big role on how much you actually charge. So the more you are going to charge, for that you need better testimonials, reputation, credibility, uh, you can say case studies, right? So just forget about a website right now, just focus on getting more case studies, testimonials, as well as references, and create a website after 8 or 1 year, 8 months, or between 8 months to 1 year, right? Just then create your website, because now is not a time to create a website. And now is just a time to chase a class media buyer and get as many as possible clients for your marketing agency, right? So guys, one more thing, recently I've also started this uh, group for agency owners, similar to you, similar to me, right? For coaches, agency owners, as well as consultants who are like trying to get their online clients by reaching like on LinkedIn, or let's say Facebook, doing online outreach, outbound outreach. So if you're just doing that, if you're an agency owner who is looking to grow, or even looking to start off, then you can just join this group out. So literally yesterday only, no, today only, we got our first client for this month, which is like for $1,300 client. So I post here on a regular basis. If you have any questions, you can just question me here, you can tag me here, and I will be more than happy to answer your questions or whatsoever you have in your mind, right? So yeah guys, again, my name is Bhavesh here, and this was my first YouTube video. And I'm going to make sure that I post at least one video every single week, uh and just give back to the community. And I know guys, like how it feels when you reach out to clients, you just get negative response, I'm not interested, remove me from your list. But guys, one thing you have to just focus on is like being persistent and being consistent. That's pretty much it. Even if you are facing failure today, there will be a day when you will start getting clients inbound, like like people are reaching out. Because I can proudly say I'm in a position like where now people, like potential clients, reach out to me for my service, right? I never thought of that, I never expected. But yeah, because of all the hard work, all the efforts I did put in the initial stages, I'm just getting back all of that. So guys, I hope you get more clients and you did like this video. And I promise you guys, like I'll be posting like one video every single week, just to give back to the community. So yeah guys, also I'll be leaving down the link for this group in the description. So yeah guys, have a good day, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends, right? Good day then, bye guys.